If someone first read White Fragility, right, if that was the first book they read and they're just consumed by all that victimhood and bitterness from that book, and if you're just raised and seeped in that woke culture in every way, then you read Up From Slavery, the autobiography of Booker T. Washington, former slave, freed when he was 9, went on to live an amazing life, started a school in the South, Tuskegee Institute. This is like mid-1800s, obviously. And the complete lack of bitterness that he ever felt. Your brain, like, your brain wouldn't accept it. Like it wouldn't register. Booker T. Washington, he literally wrote, "I have long since ceased to cherish any spirit of bitterness against the Southern white people on account of the enslavement of my race." No bitterness. The former slave, no bitterness against white people. Versus Robin DiAngelo, like two polar opposites. You have an actual slave overcoming actual slavery. And now here we have 150 years later, you have someone preaching about the legacy of slavery. And not only that, but you have people around the world still today trying to overcome slavery. And that's what our first guest is talking about. Yet here you have in America, people going out of their way to wallow in it while it doesn't exist here. I encourage you to read the book. It's fantastic. It's not that long. It's a quick read. I could quote a million different things here, but I just picked this one. He says, Booker T. Washington, he said, "We must acknowledge that, notwithstanding the cruelty and moral wrong of slavery, the 10 million Negroes inhabiting this country, who themselves or whose ancestors went through the school of American slavery, are in a stronger and more hopeful condition materially, intellectually, morally, and religiously than is true of an equal number of black people in any other portion of the globe. This is so to such an extent that Negroes in this country who themselves or whose forefathers went through the school of slavery are constantly returning to Africa as missionaries to enlighten those who remained in the fatherland." What? He goes on, he says that Providence often uses men and institutions to accomplish a purpose. So his point is, obviously, no one's happy that slavery happened. But his point is, I want to be clear, I'm not making this point. The former slave is making this point. His point is, at least we're here in America now, and America's awesome. But today, woke people, they go on constantly about how evil America is. Booker T. Washington was grateful he was here. That was 150 years ago. You think it's gotten worse?
Wow, that was deep and insightful. I want more of that.
Like, subscribe, get more.